Psycho's Kitchen, where horror movies are served cold. The reviews are ruthless, and every film gets put under the knife. I love knives. Each episode, Hayden and Hallie venture into the darkest corners of cinema, dissecting the scares, the stories, the kills, and the nightmares that refuse to stay on the screen. Some movies will leave you screaming. Some will leave you laughing. And some should have never been made. So, lock the doors, turn down the lights, and prepare yourself for a feast of fear. This is Psycho's Kitchen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Psycho's Kitchen. I am Hayden.
And I'm Hallie.
And this week, we watched Bring Her Back. And let me tell you something, this movie even made me a little queasy, I gotta say.
Yes, and we're doing this as a request.
Yeah, we
Oh.
are doing this as a request from a friend.
So
But you know what? She's very good at picking these movies. She picks some pretty damn good movies.
she does. And you know what? I think she's going to have to just be our, we'll have to take some suggestions from her and
Yeah.
put them in a box.
Our movie picker.
Yeah.
Now, did I tell you that she is the one who introduced me to the Black Phone?
I think I remember that whole conversation.
Yeah, and those two movies are like two of my favorite movies at this point. Like hands down, amazing movies. We're gonna have to do them. Like we will have to do them on the podcast.
Yeah, that one, yeah, because I remember the conversation. So yeah, we'll have to do that for sure.
Yeah,
She's got quite the talent.
Oh yeah. She definitely has quite the talent for picking those movies. And that movie has I'm sorry, I know we're on Bring Her Back, but now I'm a little excited about Black Phone. I gotta if you'll all indulge me for just a minute. Oh no, never mind. I thought that was the same kid from Stranger Things. I don't know why I was thinking that.
Put the train back on the track, back into the station.
Yeah. I will bring that train back into the station now. Bring her back to the station. So anyway, what'd you think of this movie?
It was one of the best ones I have seen, for sure. As far as, just in general. And as we go into it, you'll understand why, I liked it so much. But at the same time, it's also one that you see it a couple times, you need to take a break before you go back and watch it again. It's that intensity, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, it's definitely one of the scarier movies I've seen.
Yeah.
It is definitely one of the scarier movies I've seen. If you are a person just looking for, like, you're like me and nothing fucking scares you anymore, watch this. Watch this movie. I mean, it's not, don't let me oversell it to you. You're not gonna be scared, but you're gonna be more scared than you've been in a while.
And if you're a newbie,
Oh yeah, if you're a newbie,
yeah, it will be something that you might remember for a while. We'll say that.
yeah. Oh, I wonder if the dudes over at Horror Virgin ever did this one. Like Todd. Oh my God, Todd! I could only imagine watching this movie. It would be so funny. That would be so funny. But I think it's just him and Paige now. I don't think Mikey's in it. But anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. Any fucking way, as
Yeah. As I say.
Yeah. So without further ado, you want to get into the movie?
Let's get into it.
Alrighty. 17-year-old Andy and his visually impaired stepsister Piper find their father Phil, who has been undergoing treatment for cancer, dead in the shower. He gone, dead.
About your trauma right off the bat.
Right, yeah. Just a 17-year-old and a visually I mean, granted, Piper couldn't really see, but Piper knew what was going on.
Yes, she,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
she kind of knew from the situation and the reaction she had from her brother, her non-reaction from the brother, the shock.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an intense one.
Very
Very
intense scene.
intense.
Yeah, very intense scene. And they are sent to live with the I love how it puts this. They are sent to live with eccentric former counselor Laura. Uh, God help anyone who had her as a fucking counselor.
No kidding. You will understand why, y'all. You will understand exactly why we're saying that.
This bitch, I could not believe that was her profession.
No, I couldn't either. But then
I weep.
again,
I weep for anybody who had her as a counselor.
then again, only somebody who was a counselor, you see where I'm going,
Could be that psycho.
could have the ability to manipulate situations.
Well, I mean, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Definitely.
Um, yeah, and she is also fostering a preteen boy named Oliver. Um, Laura claims that Oliver has stopped talking since the death of Laura's daughter Kathy, who was also blind and drowned in their backyard pool. Andy becomes unsettled by both Laura and Oliver's strange behavior. That is an under fucking statement.
How is that an understatement? No, no, that
Yeah.
might actually be the
Ugh.
understatement of the year at that point.
Yeah. Mhm. I hope this. Did you read this whole thing?
Most kind of, yeah. I've got it here with me right now, but yeah, I kind of skimmed it and yeah. I mean, we are talking about a lady who kept her dead dog and stuffed it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yes.
Laura's favoritism towards Piper is a little unsettling for Andy as well. So they're at Phil's funeral, uh, and Laura steals a lock of hair from his corpse. Yeah,
Wow.
that's not creepy.
And I have a lot to say on that because not only does
Go
she
for it.
do that, she forces good old Andy to give his dead father a kiss on the lips.
Oh yeah, that was such a that scene made me so uncomfortable.
Yes,
Like, it's
yes. Like you need to
customary
kiss
or
him
whatever the hell she said. You need to
for
kiss him.
people.
It's
Yeah,
customary. Bullshit, bitch.
you need to tell him that tell him how you feel because his spirit might still be in there for months.
Right.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, you know what? His spirit can rest in there knowing that I said I love you. I'm not kissing a corpse. Like, no, no, not doing
No.
it. Mm-mm.
And on top of this, she really doesn't she clearly did not want Andy there
Yeah.
with the excuse with the social worker that he was a troubled boy,
Yeah.
that
hmm
he was in trouble. So there's a backstory to the way you think that she's being cold to him for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. To clarify the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that night, Laura encourages Andy to talk about his feelings, and he reveals that he resents his father for being abusive toward him, but affectionate toward Piper. Laura reflects on Kathy's death and states that she would do anything just to hear Kathy call her mom one last time.
And let me just
Um,
say, this scene involves a lot of underage drinking.
Very much so.
Yes. Which,
Yeah.
the boy, Andy, I could see maybe because he was older, but also the girl ends up passed out drunk.
Yeah.
So we got to
Yes.
keep that in mind too. This is a slur for children.
Yeah. So, a disclaimer about what we're about to get into. This shit is graphic. Uh
Very.
and it's on the level of Terrifier, but way more serious and real look.
Yes.
Like Terrifier meant to be goofy, this is not intending to be goofy. Okay,
Not in the
so
least.
just disclaimer. So the next day, Andy releases Oliver from the room Laura locked him in and encourages him to write on a notepad to communicate. Oliver subsequently tries to eat a kitchen knife. So we're going to pause because this does not go into the detail that I want it to. Uh, so Andy basically cuts up. What did he cut up? What kind of fruit was that?
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Yep. So he cuts up a piece of cantaloupe and he puts a square on the tip of the knife and he points it towards Oliver, as for Oliver to take the piece of cantaloupe off of the knife. However, Oliver does not do that. Instead, Oliver grabs the knife by the blade and he decides he's going to try to pull it out of his hands. And Andy subsequently, he lets go of the knife because he doesn't think anything of that. He just thinks that the kid wants to grab, the piece of cantaloupe off of the knife himself. And but Oliver again does not do that. Oliver starts eating the cantaloupe and then eating the knife and basically just chops up his fucking face.
Yes. Yes.
And
Now,
it is wow.
to describe the situation though just a little bit more with Oliver, because it doesn't go into as much detail in either one of these. Oliver was described as having curly red hair, and wasn't it curly red hair and freckles
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or something, which was Piper was told because she was blind, but that is not what he looks like at all.
No.
Wanted to
He's
make
like
sense.
very pasty white, like hasn't seen the sun in 27,000 gajillion years.
And just the side of his shaved head.
Yeah, just a shaved head, and he looks sickly as fuck.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's the best description that could be given of this child.
Yes.
So, naturally, Andy starts freaking out because, you just watched a child try to eat a knife. So he carries him outside, and the kids screaming and shit. And they go across this like white border that circles Laura's property, and Oliver just begins to violently shake. And Andy puts him on the ground, and he's just like shaking and shit. And then he like utters, "Help me!" And Andy later finds that Oliver has written "bird" on the notepad.
Which comes in very importantly later.
Yeah, and the Laura shows back up while he's convulsing out there, and she like freaks out at Andy for bringing him outside.
And Andy's yelling, "We gotta get him to a hospital."
Yeah, but she's like, no, he can be helped here. The dude's face looks like chopped meat.
Yes. That's the best way to put it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, like raw hamburger meat is what this kid's face looks like right now. And this is probably the only time that I actually was like, ugh, at the movie. Like this was probably the worst of it for me.
Yeah. I mean,
And I mean, the rest of it, don't get me wrong, is pretty gruesome and
it's
gross,
pretty.
but
Yeah.
this was probably the worst of it for me. Cause damn, that had to hurt.
Yeah.
Cause clearly the little boy's still in there. He uttered, "Help me,"
Yeah.
I mean,
Clearly, he understood what was going on
yeah. So like,
on some level.
damn, that had to hurt.
Ugh. Okay. Let's move past the gross part.
Yeah, right. So Laura takes Oliver in there, and she brings him back into his mute state by mimicking a ritual from a VHS tape and feeding him Phil's hair. Yeah. Yep.
The hair that she cut from his dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now we understand that she's At least we know at this point that she's hypnotizing him somehow. We don't really necessarily know that he's fucking possessed or anything, but we'll get there.
No.
So we cut to Andy showering, and he hallucinates an apparition of Phil telling him she'll die in the rain. Andy slips and awakens in the hospital with a concussion.
Now, up to this point, Andy's had a hard time taking any kind of a shower.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because of his father. So.
Yep. Because they. Oh, did it say that they found him in the shower?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did.
Yeah. So he wakes up in the hospital with a concussion, and Laura takes Piper to the garden shed, where she has been keeping Kathy's corpse in a freezer. And she dresses her in Kathy's sweater. Yeah.
Which
you heard that right.
By the way, think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she had to have gotten that off of her daughter's corpse.
Yeah.
Take that into consideration. A blind person, would they not have a heightened sense of smell?
Did she not say something about the smell?
I don't remember.
I seem to recall she said something about the smell.
Mm, well, maybe, but I think it was after she put the sweater on her.
Right. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it had to smell fucking rank as shit. Uh,
Isn't this where she has her feel inside the freezer?
mhm. Yeah.
That's what it was. She felt inside the freezer and Piper asks, "What is that?" And she
Yeah.
says, "Just meat."
Yeah, just meat. Mhm. She's feeling a
Mhm.
fucking corpse.
That's yeah.
Yeah. So after bringing Andy home from the hospital, she watches a VHS tape in which the corpse of the deceased is fed to a possessed host, who then regurgitates the corpse into the body of a person recently killed in the same manner, as the one to be resurrected, bringing them back to life. This was so messed up and confusing to me.
Yes. And I will say this, as bad as that knife scene was, this did worse for me.
Oh, did it? Yeah. I would, yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, this did
So
worse.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, gore wise, this was worse for me,
Yeah. Mhm.
even though it was in black and white.
Yeah. Um, it I had to rewind this twice just to understand what was going on because I didn't understand it.
I think watching it a couple times is what got me to understand it more.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, and then she does just kind of say what's gonna happen, but more
Mhm.
along the lines of this tape's in Russian too.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, and it's the wild one.
And that's also an issue cuz I don't know, did you have subtitles?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
I
just
did
watched
not
the
have
trailer.
subtitles either. So I don't know if the actual like streaming one has subtitles there, but I got no clue what they were saying.
Yeah, it was
Sprechen
it
Sie
was
Deutsch. I don't speak Russian.
yes. Yeah, you stuck into Deutsch, but I don't speak anything other than English, so and maybe understand some Spanish and Italian. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can say an exorcism in Latin.
good to note. Very good to note. Okay, I know who to call
Mhm.
now.
But anyway, yeah, so that happens and Laura intends to drown Piper in the pool during the rainstorm. Use Oliver, who is actually a kidnapped child now possessed by a demon summoned by Laura. Okay, so I'm gonna break that down for you.
Yeah,
Okay, because yeah, it's confusing. Okay, so Laura kidnapped Oliver. Okay, or someone kidnapped Oliver. I don't think that's really very clear, but she kind of kidnapped Oliver. Okay.
she had to have.
Yeah. So Laura kidnaps Oliver and she possesses Oliver with a demon that she summoned. Okay. And now Oliver is possessed by this demon and she is keeping this demon under control.
Yes,
Okay. And basically, this demon is hungry, and and Laura wants to feed this demon Kathy's corpse. So that is why Kathy's corpse is in the freezer. You are now brought up to speed completely.
to the world of disgusto, right?
Yes, yes. So that is it in a nutshell. Basically, what has happened so far. Okay, and that is
Yeah,
why this kid is so psycho, and that is why she is so nice to fuck. That is why she
Piper.
is so nice to Piper and not so nice to Andy, and is like manipulating the fuck out of Andy.
Yeah, to make him
Okay,
look like the bad guy, to get rid of him,
yeah.
basically.
hmm So everybody's caught up to speed. We all understand what's going on now. It's been confusing up to this point, but this is when it all starts to make sense. And for some reason, it gets worse.
It does. That's the weird part. It got worse.
Yeah, it gets more confusing.
I gotta give him credit on this though, because it keeps you.
They
It
they
keeps
did.
you
They did. Yeah, cuz it did keep me interested. It kept me involved. But as it was going, it was like, "Huh? What?" And then
yeah.
like 20 minutes later it was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense now."
100% at that point, you're like,
Yeah,
ah.
when all of this happened, there was like a weight lifted off of my shoulder because I was like, oh, everything that has been confusing so far is now completely understandable, which was everything.
Yeah, it was every single thing, but now it's like,
But now it's come full circle and we're all caught up. And I gotta say, bravo,
yeah,
bravo with all of that because that was great. That kept me interested, involved, wanting to learn, and as soon as I learned, it was a satisfaction like no other. So props. That was amazing. Yes.
it
Bra
was a
fucking vo.
it's a different type of story for you, so
Yeah.
yeah,
That was this is
it's a completely different one than
yeah,
anything I've ever heard.
this is great storytelling right here. Okay. I'm just going to say it. I like this story. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of a basic, like the basic plot of it is very overdone, but the manner in which they did everything, mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah,
It's
it wasn't.
disgusting. It's
Oh God,
disgusting,
yes.
but chef's kiss on the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
very
So,
much.
yeah. So basically, this is what's happening here. Okay. So I think we forgot to mention that everything thus far has been a plot to regurgitate Kathy's spirit into Piper or whatever to bring Kathy back. So everything we're doing up to this point has all been a plot just to bring back the rotting corpse in the freezer. Okay.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
it just gets worse as we go. So
Yeah. You know what though? Oh wait, no, Kathy was blind.
yes,
Yeah. So I was about to say, you know what? You brought me back and I went from seeing to you brought me back into a blind body. Um I, it'd be very difficult. First of all, I don't even know how like this would work. Because would Kathy now be like uh the kid? Like Oliver? Just
they don't tell you.
yeah, they don't really say but if it's normal, like I am now the normal person, well, no, because you're being brought back into a child. So I mean, you would have time, but like being brought back, if it was like being brought back as an adult again, like it would be really hard to adapt to being blind. I think.
I don't know because people that happens to people. So,
Yeah, I mean, people do it.
but
I
I
don't
mean, you're
know. I
also coming
couldn't.
back, and we don't know what you're coming back as.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could learn how to speak Braille.
Speak Braille.
Yeah, or read Braille, I guess.
I was gonna say you're not speaking.
Yeah, I guess read Braille. Whatever. Whatever. You know what I meant.
I know that's well, and also because I am who I am, what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Same stuff you would do. Anyway, all right.
So yeah. Later that night, Laura punches Piper while she sleeps, and frames Andy for the assault to drive a wedge between the siblings.
I don't
I
think
don't.
did she punch or did she elbow the crap out of her?
It might have been elbow.
I think
Yeah.
she like basically, yeah, that's what she did. She just boom right into her eye
Yeah.
socket
Yeah. And other than getting rid of Andy, I don't understand what purpose this serves.
to drive the wedge between them, so that she doesn't trust him.
I mean,
She thinks,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like, I guess I feel like there would have been easier ways to do that than assaulting a child, but okay.
I do
I
think it's
mean, I mean,
interesting.
you've already kidnapped one and possessed it with a fucking demon, so I guess elbowing a child is technically not the worst thing you've done so far. So, I mean,
I don't. There's one thing I don't think they've talked about is Andy peeing the bed.
oh yeah, it didn't talk about that and how he
Mm-mm.
wasn't peeing the bed.
Yeah, that she was actually peeing and then throwing it on him in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
So he's waking up thinking he's peeing the bed.
yeah, and it was actually her pee. Ugh.
I had to bring that into it because it is crazy. And then, of course, she accuses him, gives him crap about it.
Hallie, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why did you have to bring that up?
If you can bring up other things, it is only fair that I bring up that.
But the piss.
Hey, I'm sure there's going to be something down the road. Okay?
Oh yeah, wait till we watch Terrifier. I'm gonna make you gag on this stream.
I figured as much.
But
Well, I mean, because
that's playful and obviously fake gore,
yes,
That's different. I mean, now Terrifier 3, I did actually gag at that one. Um but like it's more like goofy gore, whereas this was serious gore. Like
yes,
this was actually like trying to be serious,
yes. And
and it
and
was
it does. The
bad.
reason I brought it up is because also we're talking about somebody who, when he was in the hospital, remember the when he was coming home, or she brought in like some sort of like body spray for him, said it was from Piper. Well,
Mhm.
the reason I bring that up is because she sprayed herself with that when she elbowed Piper.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because
Yep.
remember her sense of smell,
Mhm.
so she's now convinced that it was her brother that did that to her.
Yeah. But yet she couldn't smell the rotting flesh from the jacket of the corpse.
Exactly. There's my plot hole for the day.
So as the demon grows increasingly hungry and restless, Oliver takes to eating inanimate objects and parts of his own body, which is
Yeah.
gross.
Which,
By the way.
yes. He
Yeah.
eats the countertop.
Yeah. Yep. Mhm. Eats the
Mm-hmm.
fuck countertop.
Yep.
Totally normal. Uh
Just on gnaw on that piece of wood right there.
yep.
That little
So
formica.
Andy yeah. So Andy goes to the foster agency and sees a poster for a missing child named Connor Bird. Dun dun
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun. Guess
Recognizing Connor as
all,
Oliver. So Oliver's real name is Connor Bird.
which is where the bird came from.
Yeah. He convinces his social worker, Wendy, to investigate. And Andy leaves Piper a voicemail in which he apologizes for keeping their father's abuse of him a secret and warns her about Laura. But Laura intercepts the message and cleans the house to deceive Wendy. Uh, yeah.
Let me just say that was a heartbreaking voice message.
Yeah. Yep. Very, very tear jerker. It was a tear jerker. So Wendy spots blood on Laura, and Laura breaks down and confesses her plan to resurrect Kathy. Wendy and Andy discover Connor eating Kathy's corpse in the shed, and they attempt to flee, but Laura runs them over with her car. Uh, I'm not making any of this up. This is legit what happens, and it
Yes.
happens fast. It
It
happens fast.
From this point forward, it goes.
Yeah.
It just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like we're at 90 miles an hour right now, and you think right now that, and I'm kind of I know that I'm going to be editing a lot of this out, but I'm kind of stuttering and pausing a little bit because it's going so fast, and you think that the the synopsis has left some things out, but it really hasn't. Like it
No,
is literally going this fast.
it goes from this real slow start
Yeah.
to a very punch driven kind of, let me, balls to the
Mhm.
walls, get it done kind of
It's
ending.
it's like they put you on the edge of your seat, made you tense as hell, and then slammed right into you and just kept punching down while you are in your uncomfortable situation. That's exactly what
Yes.
they did here.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, she runs them over with her car and she kills Wendy and injures Andy. She then drowns she then fucking drowns him in a rain puddle.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Which, by the way, how far away was that shed that she could have made it to her freaking car?
Right. Right. Plot hole.
Yeah. And the speed she would have to be at.
Yeah. So Laura brings Piper home from goalball practice for the ritual, and yeah, she just goes and picks her up like nothing's fucking happened.
And
Uh,
she's
you know,
walking through that lovely house and she doesn't see what's everywhere. Remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, she doesn't see anything, and Laura is acting like nothing happened. She just killed two people, and it's like nothing happened. Uh, So, having eaten some of Andy's flesh, Connor speaks with Andy's voice to lure Piper. Yeah. And suspecting that something is amiss, Piper locks herself in the bathroom and breaks down upon discovering Andy's body. Yeah. So Laura breaks in, drags Piper to the pool, and begins drowning her while Connor watches. Connor is
Oliver
Oliver. Yeah.
slash demon.
So yeah, slash demon. So Piper struggles, and Laura tearfully releases her after Piper cries out "Mum." And
Which, remember, that's all she wanted to hear from her daughter again.
yeah. Mhm. And that's what, and she told uh fucking
Andy.
Piper. Oh yeah, she told Andy that. Yeah.
That was the night of the funeral.
Yeah. So Piper escapes and is rescued by a passing car on the road. Connor, who had been chasing her, steps past the white border and collapses as the demon leaves his body. Police arrive. They identify Connor and find an unconscious Laura cradling Kathy's corpse in the pool.
Now, I
And
don't know
that's
if
the
she's
movie.
unconscious or if she's dead.
Right, right. The synopsis says she's unconscious. I don't know. It's still not clear. But that's the movie. And
Yeah.
I gotta say, my butthole was clenched the whole time.
It was. Because you're like, what the heck is going on here the whole time you're watching it?
Yeah. It
I
was.
I will say
Go
that
ahead.
it's definitely, I would say it's one of the definitely more intense things I've ever seen. If you take away the supernatural part of it,
Oh yeah.
the reason it's so, like, intense is because if you take away that part of it, this could very well be happening to somebody.
Yeah. And the supernatural horror doesn't get to me like it does other people. Like I think that the supernatural horror movies are some of the least scariest movies, and they are constantly ranking as like number 1 top scariest movie. Like
Right.
Sinister. Sinister was rated
Yeah.
one of the scariest movies of all time. I think Scream was scarier than Sinister.
See,
But
well,
like
yeah.
but that's just the supernatural horror does absolutely nothing to me. Like it doesn't do anything to me. Yeah, I'll get hit with the jump scares and everything, but they're gone immediately because I realize, oh yeah, we're talking about demons. Now like and it's kind of that way with Terrifier as well because he's like a demon clown. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, he's
but
not
I
a
mean,
demon clown. He's like born from suffering or whatever.
but at the same time, I think the way that that is portrayed
Yeah, like anybody
is
could dress up
different.
as a clown and do that. So like, you know,
And they're just drawing on, some people's fears of this
yeah,
here is got such an intense underlying
yeah.
reality to it.
And I gotta say, for supernatural horror, this was good. This
Very,
tickled my scary bone.
definitely.
Good
Enough
job,
that I
friend, for
watched it.
selecting this movie.
Yeah, no kidding. Never would have done this if she
No,
hadn't come up with
I
this idea.
I never even heard of this movie.
And that coming from you
Right.
is amazing.
Coming from coming from the guy whose entire feed on TikTok is nothing but horror movies. And well, I mean my YouTube shorts is nothing but horror movies and politics and Ice Nine Kills. But my TikTok is nothing but horror movie news and horror related news. And I've never even heard of this movie.
Well, that might be for one reason. It was made in Australia.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
It may have had a limited release here. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be the only way because it is a really recent one.
Mhm. Well, I'm sure we'll find out some info as we do the stuffs here.
Yep,
So, you got any trivia for us?
I do a little bit. I don't have a whole lot for you guys. Sorry, there was a little bit of a stumper for this one trying to find you anything. But I will tell you that the actress who played Piper had never acted before. She had zero experience in this. And her mom actually saw an ad. They were looking for somebody with her actual condition to play Piper. And yeah, she took her in. And because she was already born with a couple of issues that I am not going to try to pronounce because they're medical and I don't have that kind of Latin tongue. But she was actually already born blind in her left eye, and she has really weak vision in her right. So
Mm,
her mom saw that and thought, well, let's put her in. Let's try to get her this role, and she did a fantastic job.
it's not
Having
retinitis
never,
pigmentosa, is it?
huh?
Is it retinitis pigmentosa?
No, it's coloboma, I think coloboma. and
Yeah, I don't know that one.
microphthalmia. So
Yeah,
it's
I don't know either of those.
yeah,
The only one
yeah.
I know, the only eye disease I know is retinitis pigmentosa, and that's from because Paul,
Oh,
Matthew
yeah,
and
yeah,
Paul.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul has that.
Oh. Also, Sally Hawkins was the actress who played Laura. Well, Sally Hawkins did her own stunts for that movie.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
Yes, she did. And would you believe they filmed that in 41 days?
I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty quick though when you take it into consideration.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, Now, anybody who watches through to the credits will see that there's a posthumous note to somebody at the end. Okay, to
Mhm.
Harley Wallace. Well, he was not an actor or anything like that. Um, but the two directors that were involved in it, he was a close friend of theirs, so they wanted to pay homage to him because it was such a sudden thing. They put that at the end of the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So it was
cool.
a real sweet little thing that they did. Um, and as far as like awards in Australia, they have their own Academy of Cinema and Television called the ACTA,
Yeah.
I think it is, AACTA. They were up for 15 awards and they won 9.
Oh, damn.
So it's kind of like their version of the Oscars.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what I found for y'all. Sorry, guys. I mean,
Hey, no, that's pretty good. I mean,
yeah,
it came out last year, so even some of
it's
the like there's probably gonna be trivia later.
yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
But that was just the
Mhm.
little interesting tidbits that I thought were pertain to what we've seen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well then, let's talk some box office. Did you read anything about box office?
No, I did not.
Well, this movie came out June 1st, 2025. Okay?
Okay.
And that was opening weekend in US and Canada. Um, I have Australia's numbers,
Mhm.
but I didn't do the math. So I can't tell you exactly what Australia's was, but I can tell you what it was combined with after the opening weekend of US and Canada. Because they have them all three combined, but it's not like it doesn't show what Australia's individual was.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah. So the budget of this movie was estimated for about $15 million. Okay. We
That's
got
small.
yeah, yeah, that
That's
is
pretty
yeah.
small compared to most movies that we've seen. So,
Mm-hmm. Opening weekend, U.S. and Canada, it only made $7.1 million. Okay. Now I don't know exactly how much of that was or I don't never mind. Never mind. Forget I just said anything. Uh so gross US and Canada, we got all the way up to 19.3 million. Okay. So we are now at 19.3 million with US and Canada. So they made their money back in US and Canada sales alone. Now, gross uh, with combining US, Canada, and Australia, this movie made $39.4 million.
well, they did pretty good. They doubled it, a little bit
Yeah.
more than doubled. Yeah,
So they made money. They made money.
they
And
definitely did.
I don't know how well Australian movies do, but that's pretty good in my book. I mean, it's not breaking the blockbuster by no means, but it's pretty damn good.
It made a dent in the
Yeah.
horror. Yeah.
hmm And I'm sure that this is going to become a cult classic.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, like there's
Definitely.
going to be like a cult following to this movie. Yeah. So on a scary scale, where 1 is Gremlins and 10 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, what would you rank this movie as how scary it was?
For me personally,
Yeah,
I would say for me this is somewhere between I want to say it's closer to an 8
an 8.
for me because of the underlying, horror of what of the if you took out the supernatural, just the fact of everything that was going on behind underneath that was could happen to somebody. The realistic part of it was very
Yeah.
disturbing. Yeah. Um
So I actually am going to surprise you.
yes.
I'm gonna give this about a 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
6.57. This was, I really liked this movie. I did. I really liked this movie. Not the grossness. I liked the story.
Because it was unusual.
Yeah, it was different. It was actually different. They at least tried to be different and not do the same old boring shit that we've been seeing all the time.
Now, I will say one thing.
Hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10 on the gore factor, we're thinking about adding in this gore factor, guys.
Yeah,
From
I
1
think
to
we're going
10,
to.
what would you say?
This is hard for me because I've seen some very, very gory shit.
You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, I can. Yeah, I lost you for like
Okay.
a second.
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult for me because I've seen a lot of gory shit. I'm gonna give it about an 8.
Okay. I would probably be pretty close to that, 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
Um, having not even, I'm not really gore. Gore is one of those things where it's going to happen in these movies. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but to me, it was gory in the sense of the way it was done, maybe, and the fact that it was a child 90% of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I
so I'll have to give it like something close to that.
yeah. I think the goriest movie I've ever seen is Tetsuo. Uh, and we can watch that if you want to, but you will not like that movie.
You're always trying to push my boundaries, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm totally okay with skipping that because even I,
Even you were grossed out
um,
by it then.
yeah, I wouldn't say I was. Yeah, I mean the dude has like a jackhammer for a dick. So I mean, yeah, it was gross. It was really gross. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me right. But anyway, so final thoughts about the movie.
Final thoughts about the movie for me is you have to see this movie at least once.
I agree. I
You
agree.
have to see this movie at least once. Even if you think we're crazy for loving this movie, at least you can say I've seen it once
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
you're not going to find anything like this.
No, this was very unique, or at least it's unique to anything I've ever seen.
Yeah,
And I've
this is
seen a
not
shit
your
ton of horror
standard.
movies.
Yeah, it's not your standard cut paste, psycho killer in the side of the road kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This
Even
is
for supernatural
psychological.
horror, even for
Yeah.
supernatural horror, it's different than like any supernatural horror movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's kind of like this combination of psychological horror and supernatural horror.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
they both play against each other very, very well.
Yep. I concur.
100% say, watch this movie.
I would say, yeah, you need to watch this movie at least one time. This movie was well put together. It was well thought out. I'm thoroughly impressed, and I'm not normally impressed with horror movies. Well, okay, so I take that back. I'm very impressed with horror movies as long as they were made before like 2020. Uh, anything that's been made post 2020, I have not been impressed with. Some of them I have liked, some of them I've loved, but none of them have impressed me. This impressed me.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
From the acting to the writing to the directing to the scenery to yeah.
Yep. So bravo, Australia.
Yes.
Bravo.
Woo!
Yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for us. We shall see you in the next one.